I'm so ready for love.
Oh my God.
It's not easy to meet girls when you're like 900 k's from civilization.
I didn't know I loved a man bun until I loved a man bun.
You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man.
She's not doing too badly herself.
20 new brides and grooms.
I look like the girl next door. I'm actually a little freak in the sheets.
If you didn't know me, you'd go, something up with that guy.
Yeah.
I can't quite shake that I'm just seen as a sex object here.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, and Married at First Sight Australia has returned. Y'all know I'm a sucker for these stupid reality shows, and you're gonna come on the journey with me, okay? We are going to divulge into the cast, reading their bios, seeing their photos, and giving our opinions as we do. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Alrighty, it's a long list, so buckle up. All right, we're gonna start with Bronte Sheffield is a 28-year-old online beauty. Bronte is a pocket rocket. Okay, so she's short. Bronte is a pocket rocket who's used to getting a lot of attention, but has yet to find true love. Too many experiences with hurt and betrayal have left Bronte with trust issues. And this is the process you want to, okay, sure. She admits to letting men walk all over her as they take advantage of her kindness, something her family are constantly on the lookout to protect her from. Mercy. Should you be going into this process? I don't think so, Bronte. She's looking for an alpha male with whom she can have stimulating conversations and spoil rotten. Okay, next is Melinda Willis, a 32-year-old CEO of fashion and beauty. Alpha female, quoted says, Melinda is a confident, sassy businesswoman who doesn't have a problem with attracting men, but the right kind of men always seem to elude her. Beneath her tough exterior, she's very emotional and can get in her head about the smallest things, leading to constant conflict in relationships. Why does everybody seem toxic? Why does everybody seem toxic? I know it's only two people, but my God. Okay. So it seems like she's the shit stirrer, if there was shit to be stirred. Cool. She's looking for an ambitious man who is equally business-minded, understands her lifestyle, and won't be clingy, but he must be patient. Yeah, dealing with you, he must be patient. Shoot. Next, we have Tanny Cook, 27-year-old PR manager. Fast-talking, passionate, and bubbly, Tanny, I hope I'm saying her name right. It's T-A-H-N-E-E. Is sick of dating apps and the shallow swipe right culture that results in situationships being all about looks and no real connection. Honey, we're the same age, so it makes sense that we're going through the same thing. After growing up as the awkward teenager, she now gets attention from guys, but they're still not asking her out, and she's left wondering what she's doing wrong. Are you me? She may work in a high pressure position, but Tanny is not high maintenance. I love that. I think you might be my favorite so far, only because you're just like me. Next is Alyssa Barmond. I'm not quite sure. 35-year-old executive assistant, growing up in Utah. Okay, she's American. The last time we had an American, though, it was a dumpster fire. Anyways, growing up in Utah, Alyssa was raised a Mormon. And family is a Mormon. I guess she's not, there's no way she identifies as Mormon anymore being a part of this process, because I'm like, how's a Mormon going to, okay. We'll leave it there. Alyssa was raised a Mormon, and family is a huge part of her life. Alyssa has been single for a year since her 7-year marriage ended. Oh, that 7-year itch is real. She's finding it hard to date as a single mom, and even harder on dating apps. But Alyssa is taking a chance on love again and walking down the aisle for a second time, feeling a bit nervous but hopeful for a happy ending. Although Alyssa seems as bubbly and sweet as the Instagram-worthy baked goods she spends hours creating in her kitchen, don't be mistaken. She admits she can be bossy and digs her heels in even when she knows she's wrong. Well, honey, maybe that's why... No, let me not say that's why she got divorced, but I'm sure it didn't help the situation. Next, we have Janelle Han, 28-year-old beauty influencer. All of a sudden I have PTSD and I feel so bad. I hate to put other people's storylines on other people just because of the similarities, but like another Asian makeup artist, y'all remember, what's her name? Oh, I know her husband, his name was Cody, I think. It was just a very sad situation for the two of them. I hope that's not the case again. Janelle is a driven, self-assured woman who grew up in a strict Singaporean Chinese family with her parents still happily married. Janelle is looking for a partner her family will love and approve of. With her biological clock ticking, she's only interested in serious relationships and marriage. All the best to you, Janelle. I don't know if you're going to be that successful on this show, being completely honest. Caitlyn McConville. Caitlyn McConville, a 27-year-old makeup artist. Caitlyn is a hopeless romantic who's had her heart broken one too many times. She's refusing to settle for anything less than she deserves and is turning to the experts for help. She's chosen a solo life after dating too many douchebags with big egos, but after 2 years of no intimacy, she's looking to the experts for an intervention. Okay. I don't see any red flags with her as of yet, so all right, girl. Lyndon Grace, a 27-year-old accountant, right? Lyndon has been living with cystic fibrosis, wow, but with new medication extending her life expectancy and giving her the lung capacity of someone without cystic fibrosis, she has a renewed outlook on finding love. Wow. She is now taking risks, grabbing life by the horns, and is looking for someone who will live life with the same way. Yeah, okay. Love that she has a renewed sense of life and a longing for love. My only thing is I fear somebody's going to listen to the diagnosis and have a bleak perspective, a bleak outlook on the situation. So I really hope she's with somebody who can see her for her, and even if, God forbid, the situation is not as long as they would like it to be, they appreciate the journey itself. I know I'm speaking very hopeful because most of these people do not make it past the experiment itself. But if, say, she was to get with somebody and they do hit it off, I hope the diagnosis doesn't tarnish the relationship, let me say. Melissa Shepard, 41. Okay, 41-year-old hairdresser. At the age of 41, Melissa is looking for her last shot at last shot. Okay. I feel like when you think of it that way, there's just so much pressure on the relationship that it deteriorates before it even had a chance to flourish, you know, but it's okay. After a 10-year marriage and co-parenting her son, she's ready to meet the man of her dreams. She's upbeat, charismatic, cheeky, flirtatious, and very comfortable with her sexuality, and she expects her man to keep up with her. She's looking for Prince Charming, or better yet, Thor. Yeah, I think Melissa, I'm not saying lower your standards, Melissa. I just feel like I feel like she's setting herself up for disaster. Just saying. Sandy Jawanda is a 36-year-old dental therapist. Sandy is a mid-30s Indian woman born in Australia who Yes! Oh, Australia said we're going to get diverse today. But can I say, I want to see some Native Australians. I feel like I've never seen them on the show, or I've never taken note that they were, I don't know. But I love the diversity. Okay, she's even got her cultural regalia on. Beautiful. Okay, back to the bio. Sandy is a mid-30s Indian woman born in Australia who has never been in a serious relationship and has very little experience with men. I'm going to put that on the culture. Okay. Growing up with strict parents who upheld, exactly, traditional values of Indian culture, she had limited exposure to the opposite sex. All right. It makes sense. She was not allowed to mix with boys and had no male friends, and went to a girls' school and studied a Bachelor of Nursing amongst mostly women. Sandy has insecurities that come with the lack of dating experience and a fear of being used for one thing. She hopes to find someone who can respect her boundaries and help her overcome these fears. With her parents still happily together in an arranged marriage, Sandy believes that married at first sight experiment could work for her, trusting the experts to match her with someone compassionate, and they'll meet at the beautiful Bollywood wedding. I kind of wish she went on an Indian matchmaker then, but whatever. My only fear with her is that being 36 and having a very limited experience with men and love and sex and all those things is going to be a lot of pressure for somebody if they've already done all those things. Like, I feel like you would expect that from somebody who's younger, but being 36, it might be a hard task for who she's matched with. Might be. I don't know. Like, if they're going to match her with anybody, he has to understand the culture and has to be very patient and gentle. Moving on. Claire. Ooh, Hold on. Claire Nomaris. I'm so sorry, Claire. A kindergarten assistant. She is 31. Sorry. Claire is an unapologetic free spirit who comes from a chaotic Greek family. She loves the outdoors and is an adrenaline junkie, but also has a softer side and is spiritual and reflective. Claire is hoping to find true love and make it third time lucky for her family. What does third time lucky mean? Engaged 3 times, married 3 times. What's the third time? That's my question. On to the men. We have Cameron Woods, a 27-year-old carpenter. Aussie Larrikin. I don't know what Larrikin is. Cameron is a down-to-earth, cheeky, and laid-back carpenter who moved to Darwin to work in indigenous communities in the Northern Territory. He's never had a girlfriend, so taking part in Married at First Sight experiment is way out of his comfort zone. Reminds me of Al. But with full faith that the experts will find him someone who is open to loving him and his transient lifestyle, he's ready to take the plunge with a stranger. Next, we have Ollie Skelton, 26-year-old voiceover artist. Ollie is confident, charismatic, and mature beyond his years, and definitely knows how to use his words to get what he wants. He may be young, but he's no fan of modern dating and has sworn off swiping to find love. I feel the frustration. The mid-20s right now? Ghetto. He's had one serious relationship and knows what it feels like to fall in love, so he's looking for that special someone this time around. Raised by 3 women, his mom and 2 sisters, Ollie is looking for a strong, independent, and patient woman who can accept his sometimes lazy and stubborn nature. How often is sometimes? Moving on. But don't get Ollie wrong. Underneath it all, he has a romantic side and wants to be able to give and receive love. We love that. Layton Mills, a 35-year-old CEO. We don't know of what. He's just a CEO. Layton is it says it later. I should just be patient, hey? Maybe that's my folly. Layton is a major self-starter. At just 19, he started a number of successful businesses, including his latest project in medical cannabis for pets. Oh, that's a thing? Okay. While he's motivated and driven in business, he doesn't commit to making love a priority and often puts work first. This has caused issues in his relationship, I can imagine, as he spends more time in the office on his computer and in meetings than he does with a significant other. At 35, Layton is the only single person in his close-knit group of friends, and he's finally realized that something must change. But do you want it to change for you or because of the circle, like because of your circle? I don't know. He's also close to his parents and wants to be there to care for them as they age. Love it. Duncan James is a 36-year-old regional director of cybersecurity sales. Prince Charming is here. Chivalrous Duncan has no trouble meeting women, but often finds himself in relationships that aren't compatible. In a relationship, he wants to be the best friend and lover. He's searching for a woman with class, emotional intelligence, confidence, and physical attraction. Duncan is hoping the matchup experts get it right this time. Okay. He's cute. Okay. Come on, jawline. He's cute. Next, we have Dan Hungus. My apologies. 42-year-old digital marketing business owner. Dan is a twice married. So it's also third time's a charm for you too, hey? Wow. Father of a teenage daughter and is looking for Mrs. Right. He wants someone who is healthy, fit, motivated, and can match his lifestyle, dreams, and ambitions. Born into humble beginnings, Dan has worked hard to reach his current level of success and drives a Porsche 911. Why would they put that in there? It's giving superficial. Anyways, with his perfect life almost complete, wow, Dan is now searching for the final piece of the puzzle. Okay. Harrison Boone is a 32-year-old builder with a bone-dry sense of humor that can catch people unaware. Harrison is looking for love, but isn't taking himself too seriously. The single dad of a 3-year-old is open to having more children with the right woman, but won't settle for just anyone. He sets the bar ridiculously high to achieve greatness in love. Scary. Inspired by his parents' 33-year marriage. Same. I think my parents have been married like 34 years now. Harrison, wait, how old are you? 32? Okay, yeah. My brother's that age, so it makes sense. Inspired by his parents' 33-year-old marriage, Harrison is eager to change his ways after 2 years on the single circuit and settle down with a beautiful woman who shares his zest for life, goals, values, and sense of humor. Next, we have Jesse Bufford, 30-year-old marriage celebrant. What does that mean? Formerly in a heavy metal... Oh, okay. A wedding singer. Formerly in a heavy metal band, Jesse is now a Perth marriage celebrant who officiates in a rock star style. He has an officiant. Not me thinking he's a wedding singer. He has officiated over 500 weddings, but witnessing so much love and commitment has left him wanting the same for himself. Honest and emotional, Jesse has had 2 serious relationships that started with an instant connection, so he's on the lookout for those sparks again, but they fizzled out really quickly though, Jesse. Maybe let's look for something different. Anyways, he's extremely fussy when it comes to choosing partners. See, there we go. When choosing partners, and has an extensive list of turn-offs. With wine snobs, cosmetic enhancements, and gym junkies all setting him off, Jesse is hoping that love can still flourish in the experiment, even if his date isn't perfect. I don't believe it. It's giving too picky. I don't believe it. But we'll see. Okay. Next is Adam Seed, a 35-year-old business owner. Cocky and confident, Adam is a modern-day entrepreneur who is always on the lookout for the next business opportunity. In his 20s, he was in a relationship for almost 10 years, and they became engaged before he realized he was too young to settle down. $10 years? It took you 10 years to realize you were too... When did you... I have so many questions. Anyways, after fine-tuning his dating skills out in the world for many years, Adam now finds dating as fruitless in the search for new love because he says everyone just sits behind a keyboard. Since calling London home for the past 6 years, Adam has flown halfway across the world with hopes of finding love down under with someone who is as mature, honest, and open as he is giving red flags. I'm so sorry, Adam. I feel like they're going to partner him up with the Indian girl. No, don't. Don't do that. Moving on. Is this the last guy? Okay, second to last guy is Shannon Adams, a 30-year-old personal trainer. At first glance, Shannon might seem like your average carefree bachelor, but deep down, he's a sensitive soul in search of love. He has a 3-year-old daughter. That's a thing, hey? This 3-year-old is like a theme going on. That he loves dearly and was in an on and off again relationship with his ex-partner for many years, but now he's ready to move on with someone he can build a future with. Shannon is sometimes hot-headed, and his no-nonsense, say-it-how-it-is attitude can get him into trouble. I can imagine. But after a year of self-development and reflection, he feels like he's his best version yet and is looking for someone who will accept him just as he is. I hope you're somebody who's able to compromise, because I don't feel like he has that characteristic, but he did a year of self-development, so maybe it's there now. I don't know. Last but not least, we have Joshua White, a 40-year-old advertising client director. Josh is a self-proclaimed and self-deprecating station wagon of relation... Wait, what? Josh is a self-proclaimed and self-deprecating station wagon of relationships, stable, dependable, and solid. Okay. A loving single father of 2 who loves Disney so much that he named his kids after his favorite characters. He is now looking for a special someone to join him in life's journey. Navigating a whole new dating game that's been completely changed since he was last single has been a struggle, but he's still coming to terms with ghosting and other unfortunate side effects of modern dating. Welcome to the club, Joshua. Welcome to the club. That is the cast so far. Not so far. I think that's everybody. You know how they bring them in waves. The season does start next week, Monday, January 30th. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. We're at it again.